robust urban garlic flavor.
Robust content. That's right. It is robust.
So this video, for all of you out there in DSP land who blindly follow your dear leader's orders and hand over all your money in short notice, I think you should reconsider, especially very large donations very quickly, because our pal Phil is ungrateful here, and he will expect even more out of you. So let's see Phil in his own words complain about not getting money after getting tons of money the days prior.
Alright, let's see how far we can get before the end of the stream, and thank you to those who have chilled and supported. Sadly, it looks like this game is not going to hit a goal today, which sucks. We've had so many streams hitting goals recently. The fact that this game's not going to hit it is kind of annoying. I hope that you guys will reconsider and last minute here support so we can hit the goal.
And let me tell you, before this, he had 3 streams where he got over $200 and 1 stream where he got over $350 this week already. So he's rolling in the dough.
Super chat, we might hit it in the makeup goal tomorrow. Let's not do a makeup goal. Let's hit it now. So the wife abandoned the husband or significant other to go to church.
Is that what Kat does every Sunday? Sorry, I just had to ask.
We're still finishing Cronos. I put too much time into this game. I'm not dropping it. Stop with your negative nonsense right now, and instead you could support the stream.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that you don't want to see me play horror games. You're gonna pay and like it. It's funny because this is not on the wage quit chopping block, so I guess he really likes horror games, or at least tolerates it over other things.
Moldy Fish Productions said they forgot to donate yesterday, and they'll donate today if I acknowledge them. Well, I acknowledged you yesterday, and you didn't, so I don't trust you. It would be nice if you could be a person of your word and contribute, so we can hit our goal for today. That'd be outstanding.
Yeah, and you know why people like Moldy Fish Productions do this stuff, Phil? It's because you respond to them. It's so obvious that it's a troll that you should just ignore them, but no, you're like, I need that money, I really do.
But, are you a person of your word, or are you just messing around and trying to be a jerk? Life's all about choices.
Yeah, Phil considers you to be a jerk if you say that you're gonna give him money and you're not. So you're freeloading off of his content. He thinks you're a content thief. An average streamer would respond to somebody saying, hey, I'm giving you money right now. It's like, okay, cool. Phil, in his infinite wisdom, has to hold everybody's feet to the fire and make sure they donate immediately or they get banned.
I already said what my favorite colors are. I said my favorite color is probably blue, but I like black and red as well. And that's public knowledge.
It's like somebody has $1 attached to a fish hook and they're just dangling it in front of DSP and DSP is jumping for it each and every time. It's like it couldn't be more obvious that these are troll things. Like, Phil, how dumb are you? Do you really think your fans are that dumb where they say, hey, I will give you $10 to $50 if you tell me your favorite color? Like, what? Seriously, Phil? So not only does this guy not appreciate you giving him money, always demanding more, he thinks you're stupid for doing so.
Well, guys, that's it. I'm gonna play a tiny bit more here, but we're out of time. So unless you support right now, we're not hitting the goal. I'm just looking for a place where I can stop, basically.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Basically, that means no DSP tries it this week, which I was hoping for.
Oh, look, who just did DSP tries it this Saturday. So not only are you guilt-tripping your fans, you are gaslighting them too. Yeah, you see, Phil wants you to think that he's crying in a corner when he doesn't do DSP tries it.
Moldy Fish is claiming he sent $100. Nothing yet.
Yeah, this information is so integral for your streams that people have to hear from it on demand. Dude, aren't you playing games? I thought it was about the games. Why are you talking about money all the time? Yeah, so Moldy Fish revealed what we all knew along, that he was just trolling Phil, and Phil's like, you must immediately be banned. That's what he's doing right now. You can't joke about giving Phil money in the chat, even though he says that his asking for your contributions are a joke. And like, even the mods are just saying, hey, we should ban this guy. It's like, hold your horses. What is up with you? They're just fooling around. They're not doing anything insidious. They aren't insulting Phil's wife. It's like they're just joking. You can't joke in DSP's stream, then like what's the point of even being there? He takes this way too seriously. He takes his ego way too seriously. And that's why he's not fun.
Alright, we'll save up. We'll continue from here next time. Thank you guys for a great stream and great progress, seriously. It sucks that we didn't hit the goal. It is what it is.
Yeah, it sucks that we just have to wait a little longer to see you gorge yourself on fast food, even though we see that at least once a week.
Robust is going to have fun. And it sucks that I wasted like 40 minutes on that stupid segment with 0 health after the boss fight. I mean, again, it's kind of like what I've been saying recently with certain games. I'm playing Silk Song and I'm playing this. What they're trying to do now, they're removing things that we've learned from game development over the years that make games more fun to make them harder. But that's not a better game.
Phil, generally games have gotten easier over the years because they've been able to make the file size so large that it can make really long games. Like back in the 80s and the 90s, they needed to save as much space as possible, so those games were harder because you can complete them in like 1 to 3 hours, so the difficulty was to make them replayable. Nowadays, you can just breeze through some games because people are like, okay, you only have 20 to 25 hours to spend on this game, so we'll just have you enjoy the experience.
You understand? There was no reason why after that boss fight today, there shouldn't have been one small healing item so you can run through all those enemies and get to the next part of the game. Zero. There's no reason why I should have wasted a half an hour redoing it over and over. But they're, oh, we want the game to be hard. Well, modern convenience says just make the game fun. Not hard, but fun.
Phil is a guy who really enjoys yellow paint in games. There was actually an exposition somewhere where a game dev was showing DSP's gameplay to explain to everybody how games need to be made easier. So yeah, Phil's not good at video games. I mean, he's good at fighting games, but besides that, not really. Oh yeah, and Phil gets even more trolled in this instance where somebody's asking him, hey, I will give you money if you can name all 5 Great Lakes. So I guess it's trivia night or something in Brunelville.
They don't get that anymore. These game devs are purposefully saying, well, our game's tough, see? Get good. No. Get good is you're on a boss fight that's really tough and you learn its pattern, you learn how to parry or dodge it, and eventually you overcome the adversity, and now you're like, wow, it feels like you accomplished something. I wasted over 30 minutes on that part of the game today. I accomplished nothing.
For a video game, 30 minutes is not a lot of time, Phil, especially considering that you spend at least 5 hours a day playing video games. Like, you game more than children, Philip.
I didn't learn anything. I don't feel like I achieved anything. All you did was waste the viewer's time and me off.
Phil, this may come as a shock to you, but game devs do not design their games based on how your experience in a playthrough will be, especially not on live streams. You are not the target demographic for games.
Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Okay. Alrighty, guys. I gotta get out of here. Did I save? I did, right? Okay. I gotta get out of here and... Oops. Gotta get out of here and get ready for dinner. I'm hungry, man. Man, I'm really hungry today, actually. But thank you, guys. So this will continue tomorrow night. Sadly, it looks like we may not even beat it this week. If the game is as long as you guys are saying, which is hilarious because everyone said the game was short. The game is not short. It's actually quite long for survival horror. We may not even wrap this up this week.
Yeah, not only is Philip bad at games, he's slow as molasses playing them too. What an enjoyable, positive, meaningful experience. Oh wait, he just stares at the screen and only talks when he wants money for the most part.
I really wanted to, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. With how long the game is and how crazy it is, you know, with the challenge and the stuff that they threw in there.
Yeah, for some reason, Phil's been very invested in finishing games as quickly as he can because he thinks that's entertainment or something progress. You know, for Phil, he should try and speed it up a little because he's just so boring. I guess once his fans realize, hey, the shiny new ball of the game isn't as shiny as it once looked 3 streams ago, they stop donating. So he's like, oh, I gotta have progress because I have to convince my fans that I'm doing something meaningful.
I received a $5 tip. So, this is apparently from someone named Jeff. Okay.
The fact that he sounds so confused, it seems like it's a new tipper or somebody tipping under a different account than what he's used to, because apparently Phil keeps very close track of who donates to him via PayPal.
They said, I saw your Comcast downtime thing. They did the same upgrades to my internet about a month ago. It was a nightmare. Internet was down for around 3 days, and then it finally worked. To be honest, Jeff, if it's down for 3 days and then it works, I'd be happy.
I'd be happy too if we got 3+ days of no Phil. Honestly, 6 or more, that'd be awesome.
What I don't want is for it to be down for 6 weeks.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what would happen if he wouldn't be able to stream for 6 weeks? He would be going on Twitter, losing his mind. He'd say, hey, send me a PayPal tip right now. Send me a PayPal tip right now every like 20 seconds. The mental collapse that would cause would be hilarious because he'd have to wait and there would be no champions. He'd probably just go on TikTok and start streaming from his phone and begging for contributions there. Or he'd go to like a Starbucks or something and start begging for money there and annoying everybody in the existence. He's like, oh, I'm on my computer. He brings the whole computer setup. He hooks it up. It's like, guys, you got to give me money. Comcast ruined my business, guys. And everybody's looking at him like, what is he doing?
On and off, which is what this other person said. They said it was 6 weeks of up and down internet. That I don't want. 3 days I can handle. You know what I mean? Like if I have to stream late or if we just have a few spotty days, fine. But if it's like 6 weeks, this, you know, like I got to do work. I can't not be working.
Yeah, Phil will have to go to the library and stream there. And then he'll say, oh, I can't talk because I've been yelled at. So he'll just be typing in his chat, give me money, give me money, give me money while he's playing games. Or maybe you won't even bring the games with him. It'll just stare at the screen and say, hey, just keeps typing, give me money, give me money, give me money. You know, what he'd probably do is there's probably office space somewhere in Seattle that you can rent. So he'll probably do that and just bring everything there. And the begathon will continue. Because he would just need his gaming PC. And he can dig his little podcasting mic out of the closet. It'll be perfect. Retro Phil in the future. Streaming outside the snort fort. I don't know how much time his internet not working will make him overcome his agoraphobia and actually stream outside, but maybe we'll see.
So whoever that was, thank you again. The thing is, I don't know who to trust. I don't know if the original email I got today was fake. Who knows, right? All right, guys. Well, sadly, we didn't hit the goal, but thank you to those who did support.
Yeah, Phil, nobody cares about you needing that extra $31 to stuff your face full of fast food. They've seen it a dozen times already. They're bored of it.
And I basically heard some horror stories of people across the country who have had the Comcast network upgraded in their area. Some people have said, oh, it takes about 3 days and the internet really is down for all that time. Others are like, no, it's up and down constantly. You'll have one day when your internet's down for half the day. The next day it's fine. The next day it's down again and it's intermittent. And one person even told me, if you can believe it, it took 6 weeks. 6 weeks for these upgrades to finish.
Yeah, if you're in a rural area, I can see that being a possibility.
That's absolutely insane. 6 weeks for Comcast to upgrade their network? Like, how is that possible, right?
This would be hilarious if you didn't have access to stable internet for the next 6 weeks where he wouldn't be able to live stream as much as he wants. That would just be fantastic. Hi everyone, this is Robust from the future. So Phil's internet was out for about 2 hours. Yeah, any other competent streamer wouldn't say anything about it, but Phil wants to milk his fans out of pity, so that's what he did for basically a week. Because this happened in late September, and surprise, surprise, was absolutely nothing. Phil was just trying to milk as much pity bucks as he could. So yeah, Phil not being on the level with his audience, which isn't anything new. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. This is Robust turning off the station.
Jeff did a $5 tip. He says, I want to hear you say robust bourbon garlic flavor, like how you said robust urban garlic flavor. I never said robust urban garlic flavor. I said bourbon, not urban. How dare you? How dare you insinuate that I would say the word urban? I'm white. I can't say urban. It's offensive. You understand? That's how it works. Okay. All right, we're now up to $325 to support.